Section 1. The unseen price of progress. India is growing very fast. Our nation is building more factories. These factories create jobs for many people. They also bring money into our economy. This growth is important for our country's future. It helps families improve their lives. However, this industrial progress has a hidden cost. This cost is paid by our environment. Specifically, it is our precious water that suffers the most. Our rivers, lakes, groundwater. We need to look closely at this problem. We must understand how our industrial boom is harming our most vital resource. Factories need a lot of water to make things. They use water for cooling machines. They use it for cleaning parts. They use it to mix ingredients. After they use this water, it becomes wastewater. This water is no longer clean. They send it into rivers and streams without cleaning it first. This practice saves them money, but it creates a huge problem for everyone else who depends on that water. The water that was once a source of life becomes a carrier of pollution for miles and miles. Some of our most sacred and important rivers now show the signs of this damage. The Ganga, a river holy to millions, is struggling with industrial waste. The Yamuna, which flows through our capital city, often looks more like a drain than a river. The Sabarmati in Gujarat also faces serious pollution from nearby textile mills. These rivers are not just bodies of water. They are lifelines for countless communities. They provide water for drinking, for farming, and for daily chores. When these lifelines are poisoned, the health and livelihood of millions of people are put at great risk. The water looks dirty and often smells bad, but the real danger is what we cannot see. The polluted water from factories contains dangerous chemicals. It can have heavy metals that are very harmful to living things. Lead, mercury, cadmium, arsenic. Section 3. Why our waters run dirty. So why does this industrial water pollution continue to happen? One of the biggest reasons is that many factories do not treat their wastewater. Setting up a treatment plant costs a lot of money. Running it also requires steady expenses. Many small and medium-sized industries feel they cannot afford this cost. They choose to release their untreated waste into the nearest river or drain. They see it as a way to save money and stay competitive. They might not understand the full extent of the damage they are causing, or they might simply choose to ignore it for financial reasons. This is a very short-sighted approach. Another major problem is that our environmental laws are not always enforced strictly. India has laws like the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act of 1974. We have pollution control boards at the central and state levels. These boards are supposed to monitor industries and punish those who break the rules. However, they are often understaffed and underfunded. Inspections may not happen regularly. When violations are found, the fines can be too low to be a real deterrent. Some companies find it cheaper to pay the occasional fine than to invest in a proper treatment facility. Section 4. A path to clean water for all. We can solve this problem if we take real and determined action. First, we must strengthen our laws and ensure they are followed. The government and the pollution control boards need to monitor industries more effectively. This means more surprise inspections and stricter penalties for polluters. The fines must be high enough to make pollution unprofitable. Closing down factories that repeatedly violate the law sends a strong message. We need to show that we are serious about protecting our water. This requires political will and a commitment to putting the environment before short-term industrial profits. Second, we must invest in better technology and infrastructure. For small industries that cannot afford their own treatment plants, we can build common effluent treatment plants. In these facilities, wastewater from several factories is collected and treated together. This shares the cost and makes treatment more affordable for everyone. We should also encourage industries to adopt cleaner technologies. Methods like zero liquid discharge systems allow factories to recycle all their wastewater, so none of it is released into the environment. These green technologies are the future of sustainable industry. Third, public awareness and participation are crucial.